What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle. And what if I was just silent? Didn't say anything. Somebody asked a question. I had no response. Silence, it means something. Now, you can speculate and get in trouble because you don't know what silence will mean, but it says something. Something's up when someone is silent. Let's take it to the pitch. I don't know what's happening, but something clearly is happening. This is not normal. Victor Lindelof, 27 years old, Manchester United. This is soccer overseas. Piotr Zielinski, 27 year old, Napoli. Martin Terrier, 24 years in Rennes. I can't stress it's enough. These guys are in peak physical condition. They are the 1%. So why are they collapsing with breathing injuries? You aren't going to get to the truth from any current footballer. They're tied up in contracts and gagged from giving anything but milquetoast generic responses to any question they might be asked. If 3 professional footballers in England, Italy, and France had collapsed with breathing difficulties in the same weekend, pre-2019, the before times, it would be headline news everywhere. There would be inquests, debates, the lot. The silence now is deafening. I'm not sure why they wouldn't stop playing until they figure out what's going on. This is one of the most insane things. I've been alive for almost 44 years now. Been watching sports for well over 30. This is one of the most insane things I've ever seen watching sports. According to Dr. Yafa Shiraz, this is from his Substack, the Israeli Real-Time News. They say there's a 5-fold increase in sudden cardiac deaths of FIFA players in 2021. Breaking news, 500% increase in these cardiac situations. That's what I'm seeing. We're seeing them, we're hearing them, people are reporting them online. So here comes Reuters with the fact check. A fact check that has my spidey sense tingling.
Spider sense start tingling.
The fact check says FIFA unaware of rise in players having cardiac arrest on football pitches. You're unaware in a fact check?
Spider sense start tingling.
The term unaware and fact check don't go together. So first, it felt like it's happening more than I ever remember this type of thing happening with young men in the best, probably some of the best shape in the world with football. So it's like, man, this feels like it's happening a lot. Then there are some people who did the time to put stats together. So it would, Reuters, it would behoove you to at least have some stats in your fact check. When you have a fact check with no facts, that's a problem. FIFA saying that they're unaware is not a fact. That's them saying they don't know. That's ignorance. So don't do a fact check based on, you can do an article. I don't want the words fact and check anywhere near a statement like that. Reuters presented these claims to FIFA, and FIFA said, FIFA is not aware of a rise in episode of cardiac arrests. Okay, that means you don't know. So have you looked into it? I mean, do you have stats? Like, do you care? The silence. Generally speaking,
Spider sense start tingling.
Spidey sense again. Generally speaking, you're getting into lawyer talk now. What do you mean, generally speaking? Talk to me like a normal person. Have you looked into it? Imagine, like I said, have you looked into it? And I was like, you know what? Generally speaking, like, what? Generally speaking, FIFA is in regular contact with leading research centers and experts to do research on a variety of medical topics. There's more stuff that's just, my spidey sense. Generally speaking, variety of medical topics. There's one topic that we want to know about. But my first thing is, I want to know, what do you care? Number one, is it even an increase? Number two, if it is, what's happening? Period. Objectively, find out what's happening. I'm going to end on an unrelated note, I want to do a separate video if I have time. The videos take time to do. But Peter McCullough was on with Joe Rogan, and boy, was it an experience. He had a video that he uploaded that got pulled from YouTube. Jesse Cohn sums it up beautifully. He sums up the conversation that Dr. Peter McCullough had with Joe Rogan, and I think you know what the topic was about. Google it, search Spotify for it. It's 2.5 hours or something like that. Well worth your time. Not that I'm co-signing everything. I'm not smart enough to know everything he talked about, but it's a discussion that we are not having. Jesse Cohn says, regardless of which way you lean, the Joe Rogan Peter McCullough interview demands a response. If he's right in any of what he claims, it demands a shift in our collective paradigm. If he's wrong, these claims lay exposed to falsification, correction. The worst response, silence. Let me know what you think. Take care.